Okay, so back out in the garage, doing useless stuff nobody wants to see. My older dog has turned into a nervous chewer and decided to destroy a light cord. I have no idea why or what brought it on, but she decided in the last couple of days that it's time to destroy a light cord. And so we're going to be trying to replace a light cord in a lamp. Let's see what we got. I got a spare cord. I like to keep cords from stuff when I get rid of it. I got a lamp, obviously. Now, the first time she got a hold of it, we were out, and the delivery man stopped by, and she grabbed a hold of the cord that she hasn't messed with in our, I don't know, about 9 months of adopting her. So I ended up putting a new end on it, because it really wasn't much. She just grabbed it, pulled it out of the outlet, and chewed it up a little bit. And a couple days later, while we were all home, she got all worked up and decided to snatch the cable and chew it up. So this time, I'm going to take this guy. It is, obviously, you can see, that's a lot of wire. It is way longer than I need, so I'll be able to cut it out. I'll be able to keep that end for future repairs. And hopefully I'll be able to get this thing apart. I've had it apart before to paint it. It didn't used to be this brown color. That was years ago, and I don't really remember what all I did. So I'll be figuring that out. And this is completely different than what I normally do, and I'm sure it's boring as crap to most people. You probably just run over to your favorite Wally World or Target or wherever you like to shop, Amazonia, and order a light. But I don't know, to some extent I think that's part of that's a situation going on with people these days, and you should probably be able to repair simple things like this. No, you don't have to be a hoarder and keep every electrical cord that you can salvage, but you should be able to go and do simple stuff like this. So let's figure out how I'm going to do this and come back in a few minutes. Okay, so you saw I was using a razor blade on this piece, and this is where your bulb goes, obviously. These are your electrical connections. And this is the little insulated housing that that goes around this piece so that you don't electrocute yourself. And I could see, I don't know if it'll come in on the camera. Okay, you can see there's a bit of goop around it. So most of the time, these two halves thread together, and you can just unscrew them. I couldn't get it to unscrew. It was fighting me. So I ran my knife around it because I saw that there was, let's see, will it focus again? There we go. I saw that there was goop on it. Well, it does unscrew. You can see threads in there. You can also see the other half where it's together. So I don't know if that's something I did when I took it apart last time to paint it, or if it's just how it came, or what. But now it most definitely has to be glued back together, which, I mean, isn't bad, but, it kind of sucks to have to do that. Just something to be aware of. Like I say, generally these halves unscrew from each other so that you can get to this piece here. Mine's just, like most everything, mine's just messed up. So persevere, overcome, and we'll figure it out. right, so me being me, so far where we're at here, extra part, nothing wrong with that. Using a little bit of glue on the threads, that this plastic piece screws onto the metal rod. Just they were a little questionable, and I was trying to outthink the designers. So when I took it apart, focus, please, something, anything. There we go. These were just bare wire, just bare copper wrapped around the terminals here. Well, it's not going to focus, is it? There we go. Just bare copper wrapped around the terminals. I don't like that particularly. I do like using, this style terminal. Well, whatever, a ring, a fork, a spade, whatever it happens to be that fits. Man, I can't hold this camera today. What is going on here? Get it together. But there just isn't enough clearance in here to get it to work. So when we cut these off, it's just going to end up being bare wire, whether I like it or not. And I seriously doubt there's going to be any possible shortages there. It's too far separated. But it's just one of those things. I could probably try to use non-insulated forks or rip the insulation coating off of it, because it really is just the big heavy plastic insulation that causes the bind up issue in the limited space. But if it was good enough for the manufacturer to just have bare wire wrapped around a screw, then I guess it's good enough for me. You don't always have to out-engineer the designers. Like I say, it's just something I particularly don't like doing. I just like terminals. I don't know. But you do you. And, this is... I feel the need to preface this. This is not a tutorial. This is just me showing you how to do this in case, for some reason, you think I might have a clue and want to try to copy it. All right, and it's back together with copious amounts of Loctite super glue and, me messing up. But light functions again. When I matched up the cord, I did leave about an extra, 8 to 10 inches from what it had. So you always want to, a little bit more cord is better than a little less, especially, obviously I had to go back in there and shorten up the wires just a touch so that I could do it. Again, not a tutorial, just a quick video, something basically filler. It's like watching One Piece where you don't care about the side characters doing stuff. Let's see, but lights fixed. Hopefully onto cooler and more interesting projects and things of that nature in the next video. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll probably get something extra boring, like replacing cab marker lights on an old truck. And yeah, because that'll be interesting. Well, it'll go with this. It's lights and lights and more lights. So everybody get out, have fun, be a little self-sufficient, do some stuff on your own. Don't just buy another cheap thing and throw it away. That's kind of wasteful. But, these things are cheap and easy. Honestly, when I just needed to replace the plug-in, the first repair I did to this, it was $2.50 for this plug-in at the hardware store. This happened to be just scrap off of, I saved it off of an appliance or something that I'd thrown away that had burned up, that I didn't need, maybe a tool, I don't know. I've got that top box right there. It's all full of different cables and things like that. But you can actually buy this stuff. Most hardware stores have it on the roll. You can buy it by the foot. It's not very expensive. If you would have had to buy a new end and all that cable to do this lamp repair, I bet you wouldn't be $5 into it. And I'm out in the rural areas, so my prices, I pay rural tax premiums. We're the only place you have unless you want to drive an hour and a half away. So you pay our price or you don't get it. So I mean that stuff. Like, I think when I was living in the city, I used to pick these up at the little neighborhood hardware stores, like $1 a piece. I don't even think it was that. Maybe a little less. But yeah, get out, figure out how to do some stuff, be a little more self-reliant. Don't just buy another cheap, Chinesium light when you can do stuff with it. And like I said, this one I actually repainted, so it's metal. Why not just scuff it up, shoot a coat of paint on it to match whatever you have in your decor, and that light will probably keep pumping for a long time. You can even buy the socket body and stuff that I broke. You can buy those. They're a few dollars here and there. So yeah, get out, have fun, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully the next video will be something a little bit more interesting than fixing a tabletop lamp. All right, bye.